My name is James Monaco. I'm 24 years old. I'm an ex American flat track racer, and I raced motorcycles prior to this. But when I got hurt about a year and a half ago, and I'm paralyzed from the nipples down T4. And a buddy of mine was like, "Hey, you need to hop in a go-kart." And I'm like, I don't really know if I want to get back into something so soon and something so competitive. But I couldn't stay away from it, and I love racing. It's just my weekends aren't complete without it. So we started figuring things out, started rigging stuff up, and this is actually it's a handbrake that CRG offers from overseas. Kind of on its second go-around, we extended it out a bit to get out to the wheel, but it looks like a typical clutch paddle, but it's a little bit different. I had John Serini down below do some fabrication on it, and just so we can get it to pull to the wheel, so when I'm driving I can be full gas, brake, gas. These are my foot plates with some mountain bike toe clips where I'm able to stick my toe in like that and kind of shimmy it in just so, and with a little tape, with a little go fast 100-mile-an-hour tape, we can just about do anything, it seems like.
And then over to the brake control, you have the hydraulic setup.
Correct. I believe, Jason, what's the class that they have in Italy where they have a handbrake? Is it what, KT, or what's it called?
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's okay.
Okay, so, and that's where this handbrake came from, is basically they would use that in that class to, I guess, overtake, I guess, in certain situations they would have a handbrake as well with everything else. So that's kind of where this came from, and we're always tweaking with it, trying to make it a little bit better and feel a little bit better, and it's always something that we're continuously working with. And plus, lack of feel, I'm not maybe able to give the feedback at times that I'd like to, but I'm learning to give the proper feedback. So.
And then you also mentioned you use a little bit of racer tape or duct tape.
Yep, just a little bit of duct tape around the foot here. We made these trays long ago, and then I decided to put the toe loop on to kind of keep me a little more guided. It's still very prototypey, but I don't really know anybody else that's doing it, so I'm kind of just going off of what we know and what we can try.
And how long have you been racing out here at Sonoma?
About a year and a half.
About a year and a half. So this has been an ongoing project for you.
Correct. I got paralyzed in September of 2019, and I was in the go-kart getting passed by Christian here by Christmas. So it was really, I didn't take a season off. It was like no time, and I'm out getting my butt paddled. So it's been good for me. It's really been, everyone around here has been so awesome. All the kids have been so nice, and everyone's always willing to lend a hand. I'm really lucky to hop from one to another and find such nice people. I'm lucky.
Now, is there anything else you want to point out that you found over the year and a half that have been very specific to your situation with the kart? Because it's not like you walked into a kart shop and bought this and said, "Oh, I'm ready."
Right.
You
There's been a lot of custom fab, and not necessarily custom fab, but a lot of ergonomics to get ergonomically kind of fitting in this thing. Something that I struggle with is obviously, the motor being so close, and then applying throttle when wheel is applied to. So that's what I struggle with a little bit in the cockpit. Is I'm a little jammed up, but it's kind of we're still learning. Maybe a flat motor mount and get the motor a little bit farther back, give me a little more elbow room. But that's one thing that I really have discovered is applying a little bit of wheel and trying to maneuver the controls. It's tough, but it's funny. It came so second nature to me, Jason. Like it's like all I know really is this is all I know. So that's kind of the plus side, is I never really drove a go-kart prior, so this is it's what we know.
Now, with the brake, how much feel do you feel you have when it comes to applying the brake, going from modulating to full stopping power?
Oh, within 2 fingers. It's a really, really strong brake. See, our old brake was a bit softer, so I had to really really get into it to get the thing to lock up. So this, it's a lot less input and easier on me, to where I can just, kind of be running 2 fingers, almost, like a motorcycle clutch. So, and that was our whole thing. Like when I got hurt, I didn't want to do clip-ons and bars like most motorcycle guys that get hurt. I wanted to make this thing look like a go-kart as much as possible. And when I'm driving the thing from 20 feet away, you don't think I'm hurt. So.
Well, and the other side to that too is we don't want you strapped in either.
Right.
If there's the rare situation you're in a crash,
absolutely,
you can't be strapped to you can't be strapped to the cart.
Right.
So you guys have done a really nice job of kind of checking all the boxes.
Correct.
To make the cart work for you.
Exactly. And I know I've got a couple paralyzed buddies that might be kind of scared to take this endeavor, but we have to try. I was scared for a little bit there, man, I'm not really sure how it's gonna be, if it's gonna, but you have to try, you know. And I look forward to hopefully driving with some other paralyzed guys someday, you know, giving them the wood.
So your engine package, you have 100cc, air-cooled.
100cc, I am a KA senior class, so
Yep.
it's a growing class. It's super popular. A lot of karts. It seems like it's almost one of the more premier classes here in the States too. It's just constantly growing. So air-cooled 100 stuff is big, and it's back.
And being that you came from high-level motorcycle racing, how do you feel about this engine package, the karting package, if you were to cross the two over?
So I mean, with the go-karting that I've noticed, everything is so much more minute and so very finicky. Little tweaks, little changes can be made, and everything's felt like in the kart. It's crazy because sometimes you're just in it, you know, and you kind of have to drive around the issue if there is one. The motorcycle stuff, you know, when maybe the front would be pushing a little bit, just lean forward a bit, and if the thing was spinning coming off the corner, well, we'd lean back and apply a little trail brake. So there's certain things that actually are totally backwards with the go-kart. Like, we trail brake a lot on bikes, but with the go-kart stuff, you don't want to be trail braking at all. So a lot of relearning for me, for sure.
Now, do you feel like you're missing any of the horsepower of a shifter engine, or has this KA been pretty good for you?
It's been good. It's really like close racing, very close, very affordable. So for me right now, it seems to be a really solid class, really solid class, and I plan on staying in KA for a while. It's perfect for me. I think the shift and stuff, it's good, but it would be a little bit much with the hand controls. So that was my whole thing, is I want to do this, but I want to do it and be competitive.
All right. Well, thank you, James.
I appreciate it, you guys.
Yeah.
Always.
Sorry about that delay there. We had
Yeah.
some background noise.
No worries. No worries. Always a good time out here at the track with you guys.
All right. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
taking
Jason.
the time.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you, guys.
my man.
Absolutely.